Yo, what up, Tush here. In this video, we're going to be breaking down the Gacha banners, the Gacha rates, the Gacha pity, everything you need to know surrounding the Gacha in Madoka Magica Magia Exedra. Now, keep in mind that the Gacha isn't as great as you might think, because there is a bunch of caveats which we'll explain in this video. Let's just go ahead and get this out the way. Is there a pity in this game? Yes. The pity is 200 pulls on the banner, however. Alright, my boys. One more thing I forgot to mention, and gals, I guess, too. And as I'm ending the video, there is one thing I forgot to mention, okay? And this is the most important thing. This is the whole point I was trying to drive home in this video. Make sure that when you pull on this banner, you have 200 pulls. Because if you do not have 200 pulls, as it says right here, each Kyoku medal, right? This is your character medal. So in this case, for the Madoka and Homura Kemi, the turquoise medal, it will be converted into a legacy medal after the availability period. I can't speak, bro. After the banner period ends, okay? So when the banner goes away, that currency that you had saving up on this banner, right, to get the 5-star guarantee, will be converted into a permanent currency. It also doesn't carry over to future banners. If you can't guarantee 200 pulls before the banner goes away and you're pulling on the banner, you are trolling, okay? You are trolling, quite literally. But the caveat is, there is no way of knowing whether or not these characters will return back at a certain point. So my advice to you, if you are pulling for characters in this game, considering how bad the rates are, I'm not going to lie, the rates are pretty rough. The reason I say the rates are rough is not because of the cumulative rate being 3% for 5-star characters. If we go down here, you can see the cumulative rate for 5-star characters is 3%. You might be thinking 3% is pretty high, but when you go down and take a look at the 5-star rate for the rate up characters, the characters you probably want to obtain, you have a 0.75% chance for each of those featured characters to roll, right? That's pretty dang low. So if I were you, I would save up 200 pulls before you pull on any banner, and then either hopefully get one of those 5-star rate up characters on the way to pity, and then pull the other character from the rate up, right, from the shop with the 200 pull currency. That would be my advice to you. Do not constantly pull on banners because you're going to waste your currency. 3% accumulative is good, so you have options to pull other characters from the banner, but keep in mind that the selling point of this banner is the featured rate up characters, right? Homura Kemi and Madoka Kaname. You most definitely want these two characters if you're rolling on this banner. If you're not wanting these two characters and you're wanting the other characters in the game, well, there's other banners present. For instance, you have a featured banner with Iroha Tamaki, Yachio Nanami, and Tsuruno Yui. 3 very solid, strong characters. Tsuruno Yui, especially because she is a very strong buffer. Like, in my opinion, she's a must-have. And I'm definitely going to be pulling on this banner when I get the currency to get Yui. Now, my advice to you, okay? If you were to pull on this banner, I would save up currency for at least 200 pulls, right? As I said on the previous Madoka and Homura Kemi banner, I would go all the way to pity. And whatever character I am missing from this list of the featured rate up characters, I would go directly from the shop. Now, how do you buy the characters once you do have the 200 pity? So if you're familiar with games like Black Clover, mobile, games like that, maybe 7 Deadly Sins, mobile is the same way. I'm not sure. I never played that game, but I remember playing Black Clover mobile, which sadly that game flopped. I love Black Clover though. Amazing anime. Goated anime. Dang, they did the IP dirty with that game. Anyways, this right here, where it's underneath the draw, you see trader, you tap on that, you go directly to the shop, and now you're able to select the 5-star you want to use your pity on, right? I did air quotations because this is a, not necessarily a pity, but it's a pity, right? It's your only way of having a hard guarantee of a character. You select that character from there, and then you can use your currency to buy whatever character. So if I want to pull the Madoka Kaname, then Madoka, right? As Sayaka Miki would say, right? What is wrong with me? I would use my 200 currency to get the Madoka. With that being said, 200 pulls is a lot, so you're going to want to save up as much as possible and then roll in the banner. So those are just the 2 rate up banners, and you have another rate up where you're able to choose from the other Madoka, well, not necessarily Madoka, Roho Tamaki, right? And then you have the other 5-star character. I don't remember her name, but I pulled her in my account. This banner has 3 characters as well. So the rate up for the featured characters, when there's 3 characters, changes a little bit. You then have a higher chance of pulling the 3 characters on that banner as well. Well, the feature rate up. This one isn't featured. It's just, you have a, I guess if you're on this banner, you want to have an even chance of getting each 5-star character. So I don't think you should ever roll in this banner, in my opinion. You should just definitely target the rate up banner of the featured 5-star, because that's your best chance of getting that designated 5-star before pity. So I would never pull in this banner right here. I would never pull in this one. I do wonder if we're going to get the free pull on this banner or the featured banner. Or is it going to be the standard banner? I don't know. Speaking of the standard banner, this banner is very important because you can use your Magia keys on this banner. Now, this banner has all of the current in-game roster 5-star characters you want to look out for, right? From the other banners. You have the Iroha Tamaki, you have Yachio Nanami, you have Yui Saruno, Isuzu, Oriko, Eureka, Felicia, Sana, Madoka. What's wrong with me? Hamura, Karin. Oh, that's 4-star. Never mind. Karin is a 4-star. Isn't it the girl with the hat? That reminds me of the one. She doesn't remind me of the one kid from Blue Archive, Mika. But this banner here, you have an even chance of getting all of the 5 stars present on the banner than in the game. And there's actually more 5 stars on here that you can pull from. And the 4-star guarantee is the same as traditional gacha games, such as Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, so on and so forth. Every 10 pull you do on a banner, you're guaranteed 1 4-star or higher. The rates of the 4 stars are a little bit more generous. It is still relatively low, in my opinion, to get a 4-star, 17%. But remember, that's the accumulative rate. The rate for each 4-star is smaller. So effectively, if you're hunting for a certain 4-star, good luck, because you're going to have a rough, it's a 1% chance for each individual 4-star. Let that sink in. It's going to be hard to pull a Karin, for instance, if you wanted that character. Now, this is very important, but let's say you, for some reason, have spent a ton of money and you want to know what happens when you have a maxed out 5-star character already. So you get this currency called Legacy Metal. And what you do with Legacy Metal is you go to the shop, which I'll show you in just a moment here. We close out the shop here. We go back to the main menu of the game after this finishes loading. I swear I have a decent phone. I think I do. iPhone XR. It is kind of old. It's like maybe 7 years old at this point. It's a pretty old phone. But anyways, you go to your shop in the middle. You click on the trader. I guess we could have did this from the Fate Weave menu. Then you go to permanent. And then you click select on the Legacy Metal Trader. And this is where you exchange your dupe currency. Then you can get a 5-star guaranteed Magia key. Now, I believe this is RNG on what 5-star character you get, but you have the option of getting a 5-star character and saving up for it. Now, this currency apparently goes away after 180 days, from what is said in the text. So keep that in mind. You can also get other stuff as well. We'll say that for the beginner's guide. So that's it. Very simple, straightforward. It's not really that hard to understand. There is different currencies you do have for the designated 5-star quote-unquote guaranteed, right? You make sure that you are not rolling on different banners at different times and you roll on the same banner so you can use your currency, right, on that specific banner, okay? Because let's say you spend 50 pulls on this banner here and you're trying to snipe Yui, right? Yui. And then you roll on the Hamura Kemi and the Madoka banner, Madoka, and you waste 50 pulls in this banner. You effectively have 50 pity towards Madoka and Madoka and Hamura. I gotta stop saying that. And then now you have 50 pity going towards Yui and Nanami and Hero Atomic if you want that character. Which means you have wasted 50 pulls that you could have used going towards a pity of these 3 characters or these 2 characters. So make sure you are rolling on only one banner at a time, or else you're wasting your pulls effectively. There is no, again, there is no, your guarantee is your trader currency. So make sure you use your pools wisely. What do I plan on doing with my account? I plan on rolling on this banner for Yui because the character is absolutely broken. I looked at her kit, buffer, crit damage, attack, damage boost, speed, MP recovery, just broken character. She does everything. Insane. Insane buffer. That's it. That's the video. Thank you for watching. Good luck with your pulls and your rerolls if you choose to continue rerolling. And I'll see you in the next video. Most likely have a beginner's guide. Again, I hope I made this as easy to digest as possible. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. All right. Bye-bye. I'm going to sleep now. I'm so tired.